Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your brother, your boy, courserepscorner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's our corner. There is this particular video I saw and I just came to share it. It's about what a pastor said about advertising a Christian program. When I saw that video, I felt something was not right. But somebody who has been on the social media space talking about Mr. Macaroni felt the same way too. And so he had some things to say. Let me tell you something. There's some things you don't say because you want to say them. There's something that you say that makes it look as if maybe you are angry that somebody else is doing something. After this video, Mr. Macaroni said something and people also came for him. But Mr. Macaroni did not stop. He also sent message to those who came for him. I don't really know if what this pastor did, talking about Pastor Arome, I don't know if what he did was right or wrong, but I really want you to see or hear what he said. Because when I heard it, for me, as a Christian that I am, I felt, how do I put it? I felt that that Christianity is becoming something very, very, sorry to say, very diabolic. Sorry to say. You get my point. Because there was a point he said that the rate of people attending your Christian program determine the person who advertised. There was a way he said it. If in fact, let me not be the one that will say it in his mouth. I want you to hear what he says, about 50 something seconds long. I want you to see this video, and then I'll come back and continue the video. Let me just show you all the video so that you hear what he said. Let's watch the video together.
The kind of principles you admit, the kind of principles you employ is suggestive of what you are pregnant with. Somebody says he wants to advertise a church meeting. Then he gets an obviously strange comedian whose philosophy about life is built on advertising lust in brilliant ways. Then you are advertising a church meeting, and because it's about marketing, it's about the numbers, it's about the likes, it's about the online community that can be reached. So a church meeting can be advertised on a platform that's been built as an altar of lust. So when you see the principles that can be employed, you will know what you are pregnant with, whether it is God that impregnated you or whether something else is responsible.
Have you seen that video? That was the video he did, and then Mr. Macaroni, who is a comedian who just received 2 doctorate degrees from 2 different universities, came out to say some things. But as soon as Mr. Macaroni said some things, you know, now these pastors have very, very, very legit and very serious followers who can stand for them at any time. I, for one, I have encountered the one of Reverend Viralvideo, who did not stop, even till today, are still battling me for what I said about him. Reverend Viralvideo is a priest of the Roman Catholic Church of Enugu State Diocese. But he has an issue with his superior, who happens to be the bishop of Enugu. And my own problem was that he should try and settle his cause with his superior. In the Catholic faith, you can't be against your superior. And people did not take it lightly with me, even till today. They still come against me, as in, they still come to fight. So now, after Mr. Macaroni saw the video, he made a comment, and some persons tackled him. Now, it's a very long conversation. Let's try if we can read it, and then we'll get some people's point of view, okay? Let's read it. He said, I just saw a very strange video from a strange pastor whose preaching in the said video was built on half-truth. I know what you are pregnant with, sir. Lies and deceit. I use my content to teach, inform, and educate society. Some see it, some don't. The only Bible that you preach tells us all type of stories in different ways. Stories of the philanderer, the cheat, liar, murderer, and so on. And there are always things to learn from these stories. It is okay if you don't see that my content are an imitations of life, and every content teaches its own lesson in its own way. What I won't have you I won't have you is to reduce my brand, which I have built on the core value of theater to the limited provision of your strange mind. I know what I do with my content, and millions of people do too. It is okay if you don't understand it or can't relate with it, but please don't use my name or brand to give mischievous illustrations. It is strange for a man of God to be deceitful. Don't be. Then he continued. Pastor didn't mention any name. Oh, I didn't mention any name too. Abeg, you people know I have been minding my business for a while on here now. Please let it remain that way. I am going back to default setting. I don't want to be fighting again. Bye bye. Love sign emoji. Like you heard what the pastor said. The pastor did not mention a name, and Mr. Macaroni didn't mention a name either. Okay, that's what he was trying to say. Then somebody reacted. Listen, somebody reacted. They're talking about Saint One. He said, a comedian now call a man of God a strange preacher. Now we ourselves, they cause the kind thing, sha. You see, this man quoted what Mr. Macaroni said. Then another one reacted. He said, hello, Mr. Macaroni. We came across this post of yours, and it is rather shocking that a thing of this weight would be said of a minister whom you know nothing about. This preacher that you refer to as strange preacher, full of lies and deceit, is Apostle Arome Osayi. Listen, but because we talk about that, we would love to respond to the ground you gave that gave you the perceived right to call him those names. You said your skit follow the standard theatrical practices, and they teach moral tenets and are beneficial to the society. The same person continue. First, the former is true, but that means for nothing as ever pornographic video and excellent produced. Second, you claim your skits are moral beacon for society, so the preacher is full of lies to say that you said about them. But your skits rely on high sexualized women on lust display to even gain attention. The person continued. Visually, all the thumbnails of your video are plastered with images of overtly sexualized women. Children cannot watch your skit. Underage cannot watch your comedy. No parent will subject their kids to such carnal conditioning. And any adult who has respect for women and have a cautious approach to life will find no humor in your content. The person continued, but that's okay. You have the right to expression, but you made this the basis to insult a minister with over 30 years of labor in the ministry. A man who has spent himself to raise God's people in truth. A man who has ministered the gospel to people of every race. You call the man a liar, Mr. Macaroni. No blames to you. We did this. The body of Christ in Nigeria did this when we started outsourcing scarce ministrations to godly performance. We did this when we turned the Holy Church from the place of sanctification to hall of reaction. Final thing, Dabo, you can still resent these words and you have insulted an anointed man of God. The person continue. We did this when we turned the holy church from a place of sanctification to the hall of reaction. Final thing, Dabo. Dabo's name is Mr. Macaroni's name is Dabo. You can still resent these words as you have insulted and anointed of God. You claim to know scripture, so you know God avenges his disrespected servant. This is all we have to say. Peace to you. Amen. Then Mr. Macaroni had to react. He said, I usually do not address issues this way, so I sincerely apologize to all my followers, please, with a big sign emoji. But e no go better for all of una. So a preacher can call a comedian strange, but the comedian can't return the favor. I say e no go better for una. Bloody hypocrites. Again, the preacher didn't mention my name, and I didn't mention the name of the preacher or any other person. I try my best to be respectful always, but people, please stop pushing me. I won't address this matter again. I apologize once again, but for the last time, e no go better for all of una. Then the sent one, the one I replied before, said a comedian now can call a man of God a strange preacher. So Dabo was Mr. Macaroni, which is Dabo, was replying to this comment, and that was why he said, for those persons who are following a pastor who called comedians strange, and comedians cannot call the pastor back strange, that he no go better for them. Now, I hope you have heard the conversation from the start to the finish. Now, I want to take comments. I saw some wonderful comments in the comment section, and I said I must have to take it. Let's take about 5 to 6 comments and let us see how it goes. Okay, the first comment here said, this shade now for Pastor B. Chess emoji. Well, I stand either with Macaroni on this, because this is a man of God judging another on how to preach and reach believers and unbelievers. Even Jesus ate with Nicodemus. What was Jesus pregnant with? To collect money from him? When Jesus asked for water from the woman by the well, were there no other means of getting water to quench his thirst? Asking the prostitute for water meant he was pregnant with what again? Laugh emoji. Make we dey respect our old age for this SM Biko. SM means social media. This holier than thou attitude isn't helping us or won't help us. And we are to elevate each other, not condemn. My 2 cents, my 2 kobo. That's it. Our own. It means our own contribution. The next person say, if Arome can blaspheme TB Joshua that he knows nothing about, then drag his one side mouth. Laugh emoji. Small thing he go talk about principle. If your principles are to tear down others on your pulpit, then you deserve every dragging. Dabo is giving you. Do good to change the bad you see. The next person say, LOL pastor, it means you watched the skit from beginning to end to draw this conclusion. Very true. The aim is to win souls for Christ, and you think you know the influencer well enough to say he is not a believer. If a church decides to use an influencer to make the younger generation interested in Christ, how is it your business? Win souls the way you want and allow others to win the one they want to win. Okay? Next, Nigerian Christians are held in their kind of strange bondage to their so-called ministers. It's quite an amazing thing to behold. Just pastor before your name, and you can do anything wrong, and you must never be questioned. A very strange thing. Let me take the last conversation before I go. He said both the pastor and Mr. Macaroni are right. They are just standing on different fence. The other one said, pastor matter, I don't comot mouth. Let God be the judge. But criticizing an anointed man of God is biblically incorrect. Next one said, even Jesus himself wined and dined with among sinners. Who is the pastor to judge? Misplaced priority. Then the last comment here said, you all stop mixing religion with entertainment. Allow pastor preach. Allow entertainment entertain. Pastor don't cross boundaries and expect respect because you are a clergyman. Skit makers don't ridicule anyone too. We all of una go dey all right, last. Anyway, guys, that's the comment I was able to collect. I tell you, it really, for me, I am a Christian, and I will have to tell Pastor Arome Osayi what he said for me wasn't right. Sorry to say, but that's how it is. You are a preacher. There are different ways you communicate to those persons who want to listen to you. Allow other persons to communicate to others who want to listen to them in their own different way. Like somebody was saying something about Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze is a preacher, but on his own term. You are a preacher on your own term. All of you are preachers in different formats. So nobody should come and castigate this one and this one castigating the other. Okay, guys, that's all I've come to share with you. I want to thank you all for staying this long to listen to this wonderful video. I appreciate it. For those of us who have not subscribed or followed us on our social media platform, please, I beg you, subscribe to our video, to our channel, all of our social media platform. Like, comment, and share so that we can move this ministry to the promised land. Okay, come away next time till you see me on your screen, guys, and leave all of us in peace.